What's up, y'all? I installed my door yesterday, but if y'all didn't know, the door is supposed to be flush on the outside and protrude half an inch on the inside to account for the drywall that'll be installed. But I did the opposite. As you can see, it's flush here, but out here, it protrudes. Yeah, so we gotta fix that. So first step, unscrew all the screws so I can get it to move. Easy peasy. And the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my oscillating tool and just go around the entire perimeter of the door so that I can detach the door and the frame from my spray foam. And that'll give me the ability to just wiggle the door in place. Well, that's the thought at least. Okay, so as I'm pushing and pulling this door in place, I'm using a hammer and just a wooden block. And I'm also just using my hands to push and pull. But I realized that if I move this door half an inch to the inside, so the outside frame is flush with the outside and the inside protrudes half an inch. I will have moved the seal pan also half an inch, which means the silicone that I used to glue it to the subfloor, that seal will be broken. And after I get it flush, I'm like, you know what, bro, I should just take this door down so that I can reseal the bottom with that caulk. So here I am, just pulling the door totally out. And like I said, my whole purpose of taking the door totally down was so that I could reapply the silicone caulking to the bottom. And this is just going to re-glue it to the subfloor, make sure that no water can get in, all that jazz. And with that applied, door comes back up, nice and easy. Okay, after placing my door back in, now I just need to reinstall it. And the first step is to use shims on the hinge side. And I'm gonna put shims at every hinge. And I'll kind of put them in place until it's even on all sides. And I'll also go in with a level to make sure that it's plumb. I'm gonna go in with these, I believe they're 2.5 inch screws. And that will lock this hinge side in place and allow me to move on to the latch side. After the hinge side is secure, I'm gonna go to the latch side where I'm gonna add shims all the way up and down, but especially between both of the latches and above and below the latch. It's important during this step to close the door often to confirm and check and adjust to make sure that the reveal is about 1/8 of an inch at the top, middle, and the bottom of the frame. The shims are really there to make fine adjustments. So when you close the door and you see that the gap might be too wide somewhere, then you adjust your shims until that gap is even with the rest of the door. All right, that was more work than I thought it was, but as you can see, we got about 1/2 inch right there. Very even. It's pretty even at the top. Now I'm just gonna go through a spray foam. All right, and that is my door fully installed. If you want to see more videos of me putting this tiny home together all by myself, be sure to check out my channel. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.